Hi, my name is Julio Rivera. I'm an activist, journalist, adventurer, veteran, television presenter, and businessman. I've covered many of the major historical events going on around the world over the past several years, and after watching regime changes, conflict, and historic elections globally, I've come to the conclusion that the most underreported crisis in the world today can be defined in only one word: malware. That's why I've decided to dedicate my time to educating people everywhere and exposing the dangers that exist on the devices that we've become tethered to and depend on for so many reasons in our day-to-day life. Welcome to This Week in Malware. On This Week in Malware, we'll be covering the rise of potentially unwanted programs or PUPs with adware and browser hijacking functionality continues to plague PC and Mac users. This time we'll tell you all about TheSearchMaps, WebSearchPDF, and FlexInterval. TheSearchMaps is an application that attempts to portray itself as a useful tool, but functions as a browser hijacker intending to promote a fake search engine. Apps like TheSearchMaps gains access to devices via questionable distribution techniques, including downloads from questionable third-party sites, fake installers, and software updates. Because of such behavior, TheSearchMaps is considered a potentially unwanted program or PUP. The browser hijacking capabilities possessed by TheSearchMaps allow it to establish control over a user's web browser by modifying the home page, new tab page, default search engine, or possibly a combination of these three settings. Ultimately, TheSearchMaps intends to drive users to a promoted page that will be open every time the user launches the affected browser, opens new tabs, or conducts a new web search. The operators behind TheSearchMaps are actively seeking to promote the URL feed.thesearchmaps.com. This search engine may not be able to conduct actual web searches, and visitors may have their searches automatically routed to a legitimate search engine like search.yahoo.com. PUPs can also possibly collect the user's browsing history, search history, clicked URLs, geolocation, IP address, and more. The collected data can then be uploaded to a remote server where it can be used in various ways. How do I remove TheSearchMaps from my computer? You can scan for and remove elements related to TheSearchMaps from your Mac using a reputable malware remediation tool. To prevent installation of similar programs in the future, be attentive when you download software, especially when it seems to come at no cost at all. If you must skip a program, do not skip installation steps. Make sure to review each step to know what you're agreeing to and select only the features you need. WebSearchPDF is a program that's usually installed by users accidentally via bundled software, fake software installers, or fake program updates. Due to its undesirable functions, WebSearchPDF is generally classified as a potentially unwanted program or PUP. Once installed, WebSearchPDF modifies the user's web browser by changing the home page, new tab page, and the default search engine settings. These modifications will then lead users to the website feed.websearchpdf.com each time they try to run a web search. Feed.websearchpdf.com itself is a fake search engine with no web searching capabilities. The search results may be generated by legitimate engines such as Yahoo, Bing, or Google, but feed.websearchpdf.com will work as an intermediary that delivers the results to you and collects your search keywords instead. The collected information can later be used to target sponsored content at you. PUPs like WebSearchPDF may also track data by monitoring and recording a user's browsing history, search history, clicked URLs, as well as numerous device details that include IP address, geolocation, and ISP. How can I remove WebSearchPDF from my Mac? You can remove the elements related to WebSearchPDF from your computer with a reputable malware remediation tool. To avoid installing other potentially unwanted programs in the future, Download programs from trustworthy sources and use a reliable anti-malware tool to scan the installer files before you launch them. It is important to know what you are downloading and installing, so if you decide to install a program, be sure to select the custom installation option when you launch the installation wizard. The standard installation option may install more than one program, possibly a PUP, or make changes to your computer that you may not necessarily want. FlexInterval is a potentially unwanted program or PUP that was created to generate revenues for its operators by employing adware and browser hijacking capabilities. FlexInterval targets Mac users via deceptive distribution techniques such as questionable third-party software distribution and fake software updates. Users who fail to choose the advanced or custom installation option when installing new software may accidentally install a program like FlexInterval on their computer. FlexInterval generates advertisements for its partners, and these appear as pop-ups, banners, surveys, in-text links, and more. The advertisements can even be inserted into unrelated websites. These ads may potentially expose users to online scams, phishing pages, or suspicious online betting platforms. FlexInterval will take over the user's browser, forcing it to open a promoted web address. FlexInterval will also target the user's default homepage, new tab page, and the default search settings in its efforts to take users to a fake search engine. The fake search engine is powered by such legitimate search engines like Yahoo, Bing, or Google. Thus, the search results will look reliable. PUPs like FlexInterval may possibly also be monitoring the user's browsing activities. Upon installation, FlexInterval is given limited access to browsing data, which may allow it to collect information that could include search history, all visited websites, and all clicked URLs. Additional device details including browser type, IP address, ISP, and more may also be collected. How do I remove FlexInterval from my Mac computer? You can scan for and remove the elements related to FlexInterval from your Mac using a reliable malware remediation tool. And to prevent the installation of similar programs in the future, remember to be cautious when you choose which programs to download. Make sure it comes from a legitimate source, and don't forget to go through the setup step by step so that you are aware of just what you're installing. You know, as I think about the dangers that exist online, not unlike the subjects we learned about in this video, I know I feel a lot better having an anti-malware program like SpyHunter installed in my PC, providing me the protection I need against malware, and I think you should too. SpyHunter 5's strongest features are found in its malware repair capabilities. SpyHunter 5's remediation algorithms dive deep into your system to remove and address complex malware issues affecting PCs today. While many anti-malware products only flag and quarantine malware and ultimately fail to fully remediate the root problem, the SpyHunter 5 remediation algorithm detects, quarantines, and programmatically repairs malware problems on your PC. SpyHunter 5 is a powerful PC utility that repairs malware threats in many cases where other competing anti-malware and antivirus programs may fail. To detect and remove malware for free, go to enigmasoftware.com and download SpyHunter today. Thanks for watching.